This is the fire to gather round, standing together on common ground, sharing the beacon, we light our lamps, joining our hearts, we join our hands. Hello, I'm Pete Lawrence, and welcome to my musical world. This is The Fire is the album I'm being called to make. For me, it's the culmination of a lifetime of creative and musical inspiration. It also feels like the time is now for coming together in community with songs of hope, of optimism, of connection and of love. Here's a sneak preview of the concepts behind the songs I've written over the past year, which have been selected for the album. The musical backdrop bears little resemblance to what will unfold as the finished songs, but it may give a subtle flavour. And enable us to transform a collection of songs into something really special. Love is the answer is a phrase that my dad often used, so it's baked into my DNA. He was a pacifist and believed in a simple answer that most things came back to love. It's the essence for me, and it's evolved into a profound and moving song that captures where we are now. Time to slow down, to notice what's around us, what's unfolding before our eyes, those starry skies. To never lose sight of this gift of being alive, to fully experience the wonder of it all. Remember not to forget to look up, for it's written in the stars. Now we're ready to stand up and be heard, to speak out. Rising up is a rallying call, a positive call for authenticity, for the social change that we all know needs to happen. May You Always is a homage and a riposte inspired by John Martyn's classic song May You Never, with an extra dose of positivity, of course. A letter to a young person with a life journey ahead, a song of hope, of encouragement, a realisation that we're all connected, and that there's always time for making hay. Now is the time playfully revisits the text of Max Ehrmann's Desiderata, words of advice on how to live a peaceful and meaningful life. Musically, it was described by a friend as a cross-fertilisation between Lennon's Happy Xmas War is Over, with a drum and bass workout behind it. That's oversimplifying it a little, but it does have a festive, optimistic feel to it. I could hear people singing along to this one, and there are even sleigh bells in it. The love bubble idea was unleashed back in Big Chill days, but the time is right to revisit the concept, I think. It's a collaboration with Gitika and Andy, and you can hear how quickly it evolved. We wrote it in 2 hours in the kitchen last summer, and a week later it was being sung at Campfire around the fire, in our singing sessions, and then at the closing ceremony. It became quite an anthem. It's about the fragility of life and about passing it on to the next generation. The hymnal aspect of my songwriting has been at the forefront on this album, and there's something deeply spiritual about the vocals here. It's a universal calling to the gathering, now is the time indeed. This is a joyful and somewhat playful dance track, all about feelings, about funk, about surrender to the unfolding of this life, about how infectious, open-hearted celebration can be a catalyst for all sorts of unexpected mischief. What can I say about Someday? It's a simple love song, straight from my heart. Another one from the modern hymn book. Maybe I've been reading too much Charles Wesley in those dark winter days, but it's about looking at life through different lenses, time perspectives, life phases, and the day is the ultimate metaphor for life.
If I had a voice, I'd join the world in song, and I had a choice, yes, I would sing along. If I...
This is the first song I wrote for the album. Gittiger gave me a challenge. She suggested I try writing something in the spirit of that great 60s Pete Seeger protest song, If I Had a Hammer. What came out almost immediately was this, using our voice to find our centre, our connection with others, our route to empowerment, our truth, our full potential. As Brian Eno said, singing together is the key to world peace. Well, Heart to Heart, a long-distance delirious love fable. A song about an uncanny and very rare intuitive soul connection, a fantasy encounter with a muse which may or may not come true. So I hope you've enjoyed this little video. All we have to do now is make it happen. Let's see what we can do.
This is the fire we gather round, standing together on common ground, sharing the beacon we light our lamps, joining our hearts, we join our